What's up, guys, and welcome to this episode of 3 Minute...
I don't know.
It's not 3 Minute Thursdays. That's not a thing anymore. Welcome to this episode of Tuesday Night Talks with Mick and Hannah, if you didn't get it from next week. If you guys don't know, I'm a digital marketer focusing on personal branding and business development. And Hannah, what do you do?
I'm a copywriter in content development with Mikhail. I write anything from emails to blog posts to case studies to a little bit of everything.
Awesome. So today is going to be a little bit shorter of an episode. I appreciate everybody coming in. Anthony, thank you so much for always checking in, and everybody else. I want you guys to know we're here to answer any of your questions live, so if you do have any questions, feel free to comment below. Carol, it's very nice to see you, and we'll make sure to answer those questions. But it will be a little bit shorter of an episode, but what we did want to do is share with you our favorite apps for content development and social media marketing. If you guys don't know, I'm gung-ho. Hannah knows this. I'm gung-ho on creating and developing a personal brand strictly from my iPhone, right? So the blogs, the Facebook Live, the Instagram posts, the memes, everything like that, that's all being done from my phone right now. So we wanted to share with you our favorite apps on iPhone or iOS or whatever it is to create that stuff. So again, feel free to interrupt us with any questions. Daniel, thank you so much for checking in. Hannah, what are some of the apps that you're all about right now?
Let's see. These two go hand in hand. So I really like WordSwag. Found out about that from Mikhail. It's really good at making those cute little inspirational quotes that I post on Instagram. And there's a lot of flexibility in it, but it's also not as intense, I guess, as Photoshop.
Is WordSwag free? I forgot.
It is, but I think there's an option to upgrade, but I've just been using the free. Actually, no, I think it went paid pretty soon after I downloaded it.
For what, $3?
I think it's worth the $3.
Yeah.
But that's been great I'll even do a little announcements, and an artist we know uses it for announcements as well. But lately, this is my bone to pick with WordSwag, is that they haven't been importing PNGs correctly. So I have my logo, I put it on all my personal brand things, and I had a different logo for my side gig, and it didn't have the transparent background, even though I exported it like 3 times with the transparent background.
Interesting.
Both colors, both options didn't work. Sure. So Google Drive, which is my second one, I make the image in WordSwag.
Google Drive is your second mobile app that you would recommend for content creation.
Definitely.
Okay.
It is invaluable. It's much better than... Because there's Google Photos, but I think when you're trying to do something within a brand and you just have a folder that say, like, my brand on Google Drive, then you have that option to do Instagram, and then I do without logos, upload them on my phone, download them on my computer, put them into Photoshop, put the logo on, export it, upload again. That's what I'm dealing with right now, Mikhail.
Okay.
WordSwag, I'm not very happy.
Let me give you a remedy, and here's one of my favorites.
See, Mikhail's the guy to know.
Juan, thank you so much for checking in. Matthew, so much for checking in. If you guys are just coming in now, thank you so much. Feel free to ask any questions, and we'll answer them live right now. But what we're going through is our favorite apps for content development and content management on social media that you can get from your phone. Now, Hannah was just talking about how she's having issues with WordSwag.
Yes, PNGs.
I would recommend Adobe Spark Post.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Adobe. So you gotta make a note of that.
Yes. What I did like about WordSwag was it had a lot of different filters, and it had really cool layouts for you. Adobe Spark Post is a little bit more granular, but I haven't had a problem with the PNGs, which gets the signature over the memes that I create.
Yeah, with a transparent background.
Exactly.
Which is not happening.
Right. But it does automatic, and I think WordSwag does this too. The benefit of using WordSwag and or Adobe Spark is you can actually create memes, photos with text overlay with a little bit of editing, and format them for Instagram stories or format them for...
is that how you get the Instagram stories on?
That's actually the next step.
Oh.
Yes. So we have WordSwag, we have Adobe Spark Post, we also had Google Drive.
Yes.
That's from your phone?
Yeah, so they have a Google Drive app.
Okay.
And so that I've used in multiple areas in life. When I did a Ragnar Relay, we all had the map downloaded on our Google Drive apps because you can download for offline, which is really valuable. But it's really good for all the collateral you have within a presence, within a company or a brand.
Right.
That's been invaluable.
Okay.
And it's Google Drive, and Google's amazing.
So Matthew asks, I want to start a vlog. What's the best app for that?
That's a question for Mikhail.
This is an iOS. Like for me, it's iOS. I do everything from an iPhone, and I'm actually using for little thumbnails. I'm actually using Adobe Spark, but for the actual editing, I'm doing everything from iMovie, which is preloaded on an iPhone.
Pretty impressive.
Right.
I was surprised when I asked you what you were using, and it was
Cool.
iMovie.
Thank you. I think Adobe does have some stuff that's out right now too, but I haven't messed with it. And right now it's all being done from iMovie. So that's what I would use for a vlog. Everything's actually being created and filmed from the phone as well. And Matthew is also asking, is that your file management solution for iPhone users? And I believe
I thought you said that life management.
I saw life management as well. Yes. Adobe Spark and iMovie, and for
Google
file
Drive.
management, Google Drive. Yeah, so Google Drive is still coming up with a great amount of stuff as well.
I mean, you can use Dropbox, but frankly, if you get above a certain point, which you will with digital files, audio, video, you're going to get above the freemium limit. You're going to have to pay. Google Drive, you don't have to pay.
Right.
So maybe someone else has a reason why everyone enjoys using Dropbox. But I've always been, and then anyone with a Gmail account can use it. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe someone can enlighten us.
Right. So for everybody checking in, Matthew, thank you so much for your questions. Feel free to answer or ask your questions in the comments, and we'll be sure to answer them. Right now, we're going over our favorite apps for content development and content management. We did Google Drive. That's content management, a lot of it.
Yeah.
We also did Word Swag app, which is free to a certain extent, as well as Adobe Spark. I believe right now all you have to do is suggest that one of your friends uses it. My favorite app and what I'm actually using is I'm using Flipgram, and I believe that you have to pay like $2 for Flipgram.
If it's under like 5, maybe even 10, if you're gonna like the ROI on it,
Which is
you're gonna
crazy.
see it.
It's funny when we see an app
used
that's
to
more
be
than
the,
99 cents. But Flipgram is really cool. If you've checked out my right now on my Snapchat, there's like a Flipgram video that I've created as well as some of the videos that I put up on Instagram stories as well. And what I'm doing right now is I'm creating images in Adobe Spark, and then I'm putting them all together in Flipgram. And then what's nice about Flipgram is it automatically assigns music to it, and all the music is licensed. So you can get some top 40 stuff from Drake, from what's another guy I like Fat Joe, and all that. I love all the way up. That's one I really like, and you can assign it to music, and there's a lot of effects there, and you can actually edit pretty well and create really cool videos or motion graphics, not full motion graphics, but motion graphics to an extent within Adobe Spark and Flipgram, and you can upload them directly to Instagram stories or Snapchat. So that has been game changing.
Oh yeah, your content has gone all the way up since that.
I like what you did there. Okay.
Also, the Buffer app. If you use Buffer to schedule, I actually haven't used it too much. I use it when I use Buffer for Instagram, but it is very user friendly. I think it's gotten a lot better since it initially launched, but it seamlessly interacts with the apps. You can see what you have scheduled for the different accounts. Great. And their customer service is just amazing anyways, and they're an amazing company, so you should support them. And they're better than some of the other options out there.
How do you feel about like Hootsuite?
I think Hootsuite is a little less user friendly. When I used Hootsuite in a couple different things in college, and it just had a steeper learning curve, and it just also was a little too messy. There were so many different things, and they weren't organized very well, and it could have changed in the last 2 years. But I think Buffer really, part of it was the type of company they are. Because I always like supporting companies that are doing good and supporting people. And
I remember IFTTT.
Yes, IFTTT. But yeah, so Buffer, I mean, it's really clean. It's easy to figure out. It's well organized.
Sure.
Great support.
Actually, for right now, for
The little guy. I like supporting the little guy.
last time I checked, I don't schedule my tweets because I'm a romantic when it comes to Twitter, and I feel like it should be spur of the moment.
But it can be both.
But last I checked, you could actually schedule natively through Twitter.
You can. There's TweetDeck, which has been around for a little while. I think with Buffer, you have the benefit of copying a tweet to, say, Facebook or LinkedIn, and then just modifying the copy, because obviously each outlet has a unique way of sharing content, and so you want to make sure that it's unique to the outlet, but at the same time, you can copy the bulk of it, and then just kind of edit it up a little bit.
All right, so everybody that's just checking in, my name's Mikhail.
I'm sorry, my name's Hannah. I thought you were going to say it.
We'll get better at this.
Might be my drink.
And
Sorry, Nick.
every Tuesday night we are we're doing a Facebook Live to answer any of your social media marketing questions. Tonight we're actually going through our favorite apps for content development and content management, and we're answering any of your questions live. So if you're here and you have any questions regarding social media management, put it in your comments. I'm going to give you guys some fire in a second. What's up?
Canva has an app, don't they?
Canva has a great app. It's
I've
$12
never
a
tried
month.
it. Oh, so you have to like do their premium subscription
Yes.
for.
So Canva is one of our favorite apps, and actually, hey Anthony, saying hi
Oh
to you.
hey Anthony.
So Canva has a great app which can do a lot of things, not just create memes for Instagram, but it will also help you create, whatchamacallit, infographics. It's also going to help you create, it also has templates for slideshows and decks. So Canva is a really great tool to invest in. I know that my good friend Saba Kidwai is all about Canva. And Steve, what's his name? Guy Kawasaki. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
He actually, I believe he is the founder of Canva.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You learn something every day.
Yeah, so that's a great app to use as
And
well.
the paid version, you can change size format. So say you have a Twitter image that you want to make square for Instagram, even though you can still do non-square for Instagram now. But if you have the paid version, you can just automatically like select the size and it'll convert it. That's not a priority for me. I'll just redesign it if I need to,
Sure.
so I don't pay the $10-12 a month, but that is a super helpful tool that a lot of my friends have found useful.
Sure. Brittany, thank you so much for checking in. Devang, what's up? Thank you for checking in. We're going through our favorite apps for content development and content management, as well as answering any of your social media marketing questions live. The one that I thought was fire, that everybody is always swearing about or asking about, is are there any apps to schedule for Instagram? And if you guys have a pen and paper right now, I'm going to give it to you guys. It's grum.co, not com, grum.co. And with Grum, you can actually schedule out your Instagram posts for multiple accounts. And in addition to that, you can also leave the first comment, which was really great when you would want to put your comments in or your hashtags into the first comment. The problem with that right now, and this is another one that's kind of big, best app for text overlay on videos. We'll get to that in a second. One of the problems with leaving your hashtags in a comment below right now is that that has actually shown to be banned by Instagram. So there's something that's going out right now called the shadow ban. And leaving your hashtags in the first comment gives your content a higher chance of getting banned. And what that means is you won't be categorized in hashtags. So for example, hashtag Orange County, if you use that and you click on it, you can see all the posts that were going out into Orange County who are using that hashtag. When you get shadow banned, you're not getting posted in that category. So that's a huge problem when you're trying to gain reach with different tags.
Which is the whole point of using hashtags. So
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I need to adjust my strategy a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So that is some fire. I hope you guys are actually reading this and watching this. Patrick Lemaster asks, what is the best text overlay, best app for text overlay on videos?
Well, if you're doing it within Instagram or Snapchat, you can just use those native tools. But is there something else?
Yeah, there's something that I really like. It's called InShot. InShot is great. It allows you to format your videos that you take on your iPhone for stories, or for Facebook, or for YouTube, or for a regular Instagram post, and it'll allow you to put text overlay there. It's obviously not as great as something as as Adobe Premiere or something like that when you're actually editing from a desktop, but what we're talking about right now is from your phone. So what's cool about it is you can actually delegate the time in which text overlay actually shows up on a video, and you can mash up multiple videos on it as well. Welcome to my domain. Google ruins everything I do. Talia
Sorry,
Williams, thank you for joining in. I think for the most part, those are our apps for today.
I keep looking at my phone to like see if I'm forgetting one, but I don't think I am.
Yeah, I have a couple other apps. So what we covered today was Word Swag app, Adobe Spark. We also had
Google Drive.
We also had InShot. We also had the iMovie native.
Hi, Talia.
Yeah, the iMovie native app. And
Flipgram, did you say that? Oh,
Flipgram.
Grum.
Grum.co. That's not an app for your phone, but that's an app that you can use from desktop. That's the other thing, is it's not just scheduling from your phone, it's scheduling from desktop, so that's a fire one as well. And then one I forgot to mention, one of my favorite apps for photo editing is actually Snapseed, which is completely free and by Google. You can add a lot of cool effects like drama, like a grainy
What's
effect.
drama?
So if you guys follow Dwayne Johnson or The Rock,
Yeah.
all of his photos look really like intense,
Oh.
and they have, if he's not using the same thing, you know what I mean, they have those similar apps on Snapseed as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, so all of the content that you need to create your personal brand or market your small business or anything like that can in fact be done from your iPhone. I don't know about Android, because who uses those anyway?
Matt.
But it's definitely very possible. It takes a lot of work, but it's there for you, and there shouldn't be any there really shouldn't be any excuse as to why you can't create professional looking content from that anyways. And you know, I had the opportunity to speak with some people that work at agencies recently, and a lot of the work is being done from their phone. It doesn't cheapen the service at all. There is work and there is a knowledge that you have to acquire to actually use these things effectively, but I think by utilizing those apps, it's going to up your content game quite a bit. That's about it. Do you have anything else that you wanted to leave with?
I think it's also, this is my big thing right now, is that you just need to start. It's probably not going to be perfect right away,
Sure.
but just download WordSwag or download one of the other apps and just go for it. Just try it, see what you can do with it, experiment, and just post it and see what happens.
Absolutely.
And put your hashtags not in the comments, as we just learned.
Absolutely. So, just to remind everybody, my name is Mikhail.
And I'm Hannah.
And every Tuesday night, we're going to be answering your social media questions live on Facebook Live. And we'll also be giving some of our knowledge as to what we're doing to build our brands and acquire new business in the digital marketing space. Right? So until next week, thank you so much for checking in, and we'll see you next time.